Donna Summer, one of the great voices, one of the great women contributors to the music scene. In American Bandstand's 33 1/3 years, which we're celebrating all this week, Donna brought an explosion of music and dance with her first hit, Love to Love You Baby. It was 10 years ago, and it made her queen of the discos. Her musical accomplishments since then, hits like She Works Hard for Her Money, makes those disco days look like ancient history. Donna's joining us, and Dick Clark is here again as well. A great many women in music, from Connie Francis to Cyndi Lauper, from the Shirelles to the Go-Go's, are all part of Dick's new book, The History of American Bandstand. It's nice to have you back with us, Donna. It's so nice to have you with us. You know, when you think back to the women singers in the early days of Bandstand, you think of the women who sing the sweet songs, Brenda Lee, Connie Francis. What about the women singers today? How have you seen that change, Dick?
You know what, I've said 100 times that music is a reflection of what's going on in our lives. Yeah. The women in those days were reflecting, stay at home, raise babies, don't get a job. Nowadays, we were laughing about it before we came in, there's no room for the men left anymore.
Donna certainly has changed that.
What she did in particular was, to me, very striking, because she made her fame in one area and got over it, because at one time, as you know, disco was held in very low regard, and you've gone on to do other things, which a man can take a lesson in. Yeah. You don't have to stay doing what you're doing.
You teach them a few lessons, Donna.
I'm not going to fight with you two this morning. I'm going to value my life.
Say nice stuff.
Well, listen, Donna, you grew up watching American Bandstand, right? You were a big fan, right?
Yes, he was young then.
Wait.
Whoa.
He's still young. I told him I said he made a pact with Dorian Gray.
Do you know she is the only person, man or woman, that ever did that show as a substitute host?
Yep.
Why did you want to do it?
Because I kept saying I want to do the show, and you broke down and said, no one will ever get my show. I said, oh.
Well, you know, it just so happens, Donna, that we happened to find a little clip of the time that you did that.
How good she was at it?
Yes, well, you know, this was back at the time when we knew she could sing, but the question was, could she host a show? Let's watch.
All right. Now, tell me, why did you like the first record better than you liked the second record?
Well, I think the instrumental was better for dancing.
And you?
The blend was better. They seemed to come together better.
All right.
You know what you're doing next, huh?
What am I doing?
You give them the prizes and you read this copy in 30 seconds. No, this side. Yeah.
This copy?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
Give it a try.
Oh, no. For each of you, we have...
You'll never make it in 30 seconds. You gotta go fast.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, you better read it.
What was that word you said there?
Afrisket.
See, everybody does what they do, you know. Talking is easy.
You know, let me just take you back in time. Who are the people that you watched? Who were the women that you modeled yourself after?
Well, I think when I was growing up, I think the Supremes were famous. And so Diana Ross, at least for the black young girl, was a breakthrough, because it got her fashion and her sense of design and style sort of got her away from that kind of, you know, mommy, you know, nanny look type, you know, and it brought a new era. I think even Twiggy influenced me greatly, you know. And
to bring style to it. And what about today? Who do you watch today? Who do you enjoy? I mean, you did a duet with Barbra Streisand. Is there somebody that you'd like to really team up with?
Well, I'd like to get Dick to sing a song with me, but I don't think he will.
You want to get even for that.
I want to get him on my turf now.
Dick, you've seen thousands of artists make it and fall by the wayside. What do you think Donna's greatest accomplishment has been?
I think her greatest accomplishment, aside from her, to be deadly serious for her, she got one of the great voices of all time. She survived adversity. Adversity being, she's a huge star in a period of time that overnight went away. She was the only star, really, of the disco scene. And that was a terrible stigma. And people said, and then you managed to move on beyond that.
And how would you describe yourself today?
Thinner than before.
A working mother.
And a working mother.
Definitely a working mother, yes.
And your little baby is now grown up to what, 2, 3? 3 years old.
And 5 and 12.
So many memories, Dick, and I know that you're going to be bringing us a lot of those memories on December 1st, right? Sunday night?
This lady opens the show.
A favorite.
In a great manner.
We're going to have him back tomorrow, too, Donna. What are you going to have for tomorrow?
Paul Anka is going to be here. We're going to talk about how music is different today than it was when we all started out, long even before.
Oh, much
you
before
did.
my time, please.
Donna, thank you. I know you work hard for your money.
Oh, and I know you do too.
Yes, and Dick does, too.